Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to the Crust. All right. So last episode we did do a pretty good job in setting up our production line and getting ready for our little turnabout here and start bringing it back this way. One thing I want to do right off the bat though is move this, even though we just built this. Um, this system that I want here, I want it more centralized, like I don't know, somewhere around here or whatever. And then we can have like rows of smelters. So we got 4 different types of products that we're trying to run through this thing, right? So I want 4 different rows of different types of smelters. So I'll have like iron, silicone, titanium, and aluminum, right? And each one will then hook up to the production line afterwards. But I kind of want it all in a straight line. And if I leave this here, it's going to kind of block me from doing what I want to do. So we're going to build another one of these. And I'm probably going to cancel the construction of these 2 things in the meantime, just because they're not even built yet. So let's hope we can at least build another room, and it doesn't count as a CPU. There's another ice up here, which I think would be good. So if we go and we do standard wall here, we try just something small for now. I think would be a good start. We do something like this, and then we put like a double door on it. There. Then that will at least get done. It doesn't interfere with the CPU, which is good. So let's get this built and add the new CPUs into here, and then we'll start off with continuing setting up the multi-regolith setup that we kind of figured out last week. And I think this is like the easiest way of doing it, and then you can expand it that way, whichever way you want, really. And you can keep tossing in more and more stuff to it. And I think separating it like this, each one having kind of like their own thing going into it, or even separating the regolith like this will still work. So, but anyhow, I think this is a really clean setup. But we'll get rid of this, and hopefully, yeah. I don't really want them to build this though. For now, we'll just get rid of it, and then we won't have to worry about it. And then these guys can go and do whatever they gotta do. Nice. We also had a contract for fuel for money, so got that over and done with, which is really nice. Might need it. So here we go. We got our new little area up here done. The other area has all been destroyed and stuff now. So now we're just working on getting some more little bit of CPU action going on here. So that way we know we're going to have more than enough room to continue building and doing what we want to do here, right? All right. So the plan is that we're going to use this space very wisely and set up a proper smelting system and a multi-regolith system. Just because we're kind of wasting resources with these things here right now. So whatever we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of this. So we're going to delete all of this, and once that's all deleted, we're going to extend this stuff out here and make things look good, and we will start our smelting system, and we'll kind of like work our way backwards to the multi-regolith system. All right, so the idea is going to be something like this. I think we're going to need to extend this a little bit longer. Then we will place a large storage here. This first large storage is going to be for the steel ingots. So we'll set up 3 more conveyor belts like this being all the different types of ores that we're going to be doing. Set up some large storages here as well. These ones here are going to be aluminum. These ones here are going to be they're going to be silicone. And these ones are going to be titanium. There we go. Silicone, then titanium at the top. Perfect. So these are kind of like These will all connect afterwards. Right now, I'm just going to kind of leave our current infrastructure as is because as this gets built, this is still going to be generating stuff. So, and then once all this is built and ready to go, well, then we can switch it over and connect it up and all that lovely stuff. So, yeah. So something like this, I was kind of thinking, where each one will eventually go into their own respective lines, and then these will all match up. So I'm just gonna put the conveyor belts in and see how this looks. All right, this looks really good. I like this. If we had more, then I would probably do another one on this side and bring it in and whatever, right? But yeah, just to keep it kind of symmetrical in the way I'm kind of going here. But I like this. This looks good. All right, so now we just got to hook up the multi-Regolith system to all of this. We'll try to center it in all of this, make it look pretty. And yeah, let's do something. Now we got like a little storage center for it. And now each one of these can get sent off to their respective spots. And if they do back up, well, at least they have a little place to back up for a little while. And then later on, if we do need to add more of these, I'll figure something else out, like I don't know, maybe putting it in the reverse, or I don't know. We'll think of it. We'll think of it. Right now, I'm just not thinking of the future. See, I think it's gonna get ugly here, just because I preset these lines up before I actually decided to set this up. Um, yeah, none of the belts really match up to where each one of these are going to be, right? So it might look a little bit of a jumbled mess, this in particular spot at the beginning when I'm trying to separate it, but the rest will look okay. Just debating on how I do this right now. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to hook up like one line at a time and hook it up to like the system, and then we'll hook the rest of these up to the first machine. I think would probably be the best way. All right, so here we go. Now the spacing has got to be 5 apart on all of these in order to have this working. Then we're going to start off with the silicone one, so I have the silicone going to here. Anyways, working our way backwards from the very last one, we have silicone here. I'll bring it over here like this. That one's connected to that and there. Then we have this connected to here. Then we have this silicone can connect there. This one can connect there. Guess you could have had them kind of in one belt, but this looks fine. Then here to here. And then last but least, there to there. And then this will get shipped into over there. And then we'll get ready and we'll do the other one on the other side here. Hey, here it's like I said, it's just going to be ugly the exit part that I have to do because I didn't line up the my actual production belt with this. I'm just kind of doing it half-ass backwards in a way. So yeah, but if you start it off like this, you'd be able to line it up in a straight line to everything where it's got to go. But I kind of got to do a little bit of underground jank because I don't want the wires across, even though you can set them up like that now, where you can have one going into the other, and you just kind of I think got to go into here and set them up. But I'm going to avoid that. But anyhow, now we're going to do this one here, so we can have it loop around. That one didn't go as well, eh? Yeah, that looks nicer. Then we can just join all of these up. I'll come back to that other one afterwards. Okay, that one's there. This can come here like this. Come here like this. Now everything is going in here. And this should go in here, and then that should go there. Perfect. Now we just got to set up the iron. That'll be the next one. Iron's right here, right? All right, we can connect the iron like this over here. I will connect to there. This will connect to here like this. I'll go into there. Da, 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 all connecting into the iron there. Yeah, I liked it better prior to the update. I don't know why they changed it. I have no damn idea why, but I like the old way better. But this will work. Anyways, we'll fix up with this side now. Pretty similar to the other side. Just gotta connect these up like that. All the arrows will go to the right spot. Connect that up there. Here to here. There to there. That like that. And then now we just gotta bring this one up here. There we go. That looks somewhat janky, but somewhat nice. Still, it's easy to set up. Not that bad. All right. Now we just got to hook up the rest of the stuff that I want to hook up to it. So let's go to our containers. All right. So here is kind of our finished product of what I want to set up. Might be a little costly, but we will set this up. We'll hit the play button. We have enough cash for it. So we'll hit buy all for that. That's good. So now we just got to wait for them to set all this other crap up, and then we will look into bringing all the regolith actually to these places here. I might just do one single line of regolith and then have like them all just kind of like split off. I'm not sure about having them all separated. I really don't know yet. Okay, so now we have a slag line installed. So all the slag will go here, go into this container. I fit everything backs up anyways, and gives it another place for the slag to collect, which is good. And then eventually we can also work on our brick factory that's up here. But right now we're okay with that. This is fine for now until this like resource completely runs out. Then we're gonna have to like hook it up to the system, right? So yeah, and obviously nothing is powered yet. And we'll have to all hook these things up one at a time, I think. And I think we're gonna have like a regolith highway, so that way all the regolith just comes in here and it makes its way through to all the machines. I think that would be a great idea. And then we could just set up all these kind of things all over the place and just send the regolith in. Which means I guess I could actually get rid of these now, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of all these extra little setups and just get ready to bring in all the regolith now. I think that would be a good idea. There you go. So now that all's dismantled and we can build this. So now all the regolith should just come out here, into here. This one will go underneath, join up, and it'll go into our madness of belts here. And then we could hook up one other one here too as well. There we go. Now this one can go and join there as well. That's good. I think that's the ones that we've got around here. Now I guess we can do the purple ones here as well. Get rid of all of this. There you go. Now that can be hooked up. That's beautiful. There you go. I guess overall that doesn't look too shabby, right? Now we just got to deliver. What are we missing here for these things? The purple stuff. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have got rid of that right away. I can go buy some right quick too. Yeah, it's probably like 100 of them. Why not? Awesome, awesome. Slowly things are coming to life. Only got this last one to hook up, and then we should be making things a little bit faster, a little bit better than what we were before. These things are supposed to pull out more more material from the regolith than your other stuff, the single one, right? So there we go. Now all of them are up and running. Now I think it's going to be dependent on just how fast we can actually feed the Regolith to these things. So probably upgrading our belts would probably be the best thing to do right away. Um, these things do produce relatively quick, I would have to say. So yeah, it's going to be dependent on our belt speed here. I think would be the ideal thing. But we are getting consistent materials in, and I think that's better than what we were getting before. I think this is better. All right, so I think we should do some gas contracts and maybe upgrade some of these belts so that way we are pushing in the Regolith a little bit faster, and then see if we can fill up some of these belts a little bit more. Um, yeah, let's do that. Let's do some gas contracts. Ooh, look at that. 500. I think I had enough, yeah. Except that one. We also go up on top of the moon. We have a science rover up here. It's kind of like he's not doing anything. He's collecting a science. I think he's the one that's collecting a science, isn't he? Yeah, he's collecting a science. But we can go and we can like investigate a few things, and I think that's what we're gonna do. In the meantime, we do have a few question marks that we can go and have a look at. Right? Farhad Control. In the middle of the barren landscape stands a lone control tower. There are no obvious signs of damage, and the structure seems to have been abandoned for some time. There are no people or usual rovers, or usual rovers in sight. Yeah, I guess I read that right. Emergency boxes are empty, and the only interesting thing in the information from the control computers, according to it, a supply convoy was supposed to pass nearby but never reached its destination. And then we got some credits, some science. Nice, like that. Oh, we've been credited with science. Oh, right on. Good stuff. Oh, that's pretty good. A supply outpost is a compact installation feature, a recharging station, self-sustaining power source, and an occasion living accommodations. Given the extensive duration of the lunar journeys, both outposts and supply stations have been strategically positioned along primary routes. These outposts offer the opportunity to recharge equipment, restock provisions, or simply take a break. They vary in size and the facility based on the traffic of the routes. It's possible to come across survivors or discover valuable resources at these locations. Interesting. Interesting. So do we... Weird that it just didn't let me like right click on it like, to do an investigation like all these ones, right? Very well. Oh, was I clicked onto the rover when I did that? I was not. That's why. Alright. Alright, so we got another contract complete. That's good. Got a lot of money. That's beautiful. Alright, we got 320 gas left, so let's see if we can get a little bit of more moolah here. This one comes with 100 science for 24 of them. I guess that's not too bad if we're looking for science. Alright, so we'll just send you the... Oh, you're on the moon too. Okay, well, that's actually not too bad. I think he's at base, that rover, isn't he? Maybe not. Oh yeah, he was at base. Yeah, that's cool. So they just got to go and throw 24 fuel in here. Let's see, look, it's already got fuel in it. I guess we'll take this other one for blue science as well. We're really lacking on the orange science a little bit there, but that's fine. I'm also kind of doing this for money too, right? So, did I accept that? Oh, I did not. Or I can't. That's true, because this one's got to go. I can only have two contracts at once. All right, it's fine. We'll let that other one continue. Okay, I'm at the supply outpost. It didn't find anything. Oh, look at that. Send an expedition to pick this crap up. So there is stuff here to pick up. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Let's go click back on the rover. We'll send him to the unknown outpost down here and we'll check that out. While you're out bringing this, my God. Oh, if we look at the conveyor belt, we can click on it. We can upgrade it. Bam. Can we upgrade big sections at a time? Let's go here. It'd be really nice. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. If you hold shift. All right. Damn, that's good. There we go. You even got to upgrade the little separator here, splitters and mergers there. That's pretty cool. There we go. Pretty much all successfully upgraded all the belts all the way up to here. Anyways, I didn't upgrade these ones. I kind of wanted to keep them at that simple flow, and then this way these ones will be always faster than these ones. So hopefully we can furnish more. But it seems to me like we're doing very well. Like some of these ones here have already started to back up, which is really good. And if you look down here, you can see that these are starting to come along really good. They're starting to back up here. The silicone's starting to back up in this one here as well, which is really awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. It's going along really good setup. Happy. I'm taking the time to slowly invest into our future here. The only thing now we got to work on is more power because we've pretty much well sucking all the juice out of our out of our base, right? So, but things are coming along pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this so far.
Around the research post, there is a level platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms, there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
All right, so do we take the scientific data or do we take the machine stuff? You know, I'm thinking I'm going to take the science.
Based on what I saw, the outpost was engaged in studying photosynthetic microorganisms capable of living in a vacuum and zero gravity. Director, send drones to study the materials. This will aid in further research.
Cool. All right, so that's something else that we'll have to get into. But I think that's all the time that I got for today's episode. Things were really good. We advanced very nicely on our base infrastructure, and and I'm just taking my time going through this game. I just want to make sure that we have a good solid base to like work up on, and then once we have like more than enough resources set up, where we can start extending our production lines and stuff like that, right? And then we also got our little area here that we're gonna have to work on for our people at one point or another, right? But yeah, so this is looking really good. So I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.